Good morning students. Once again welcome you all in this English class. Students, today we will do lesson number 9 of your first flight book, that is Madam Rides the Bus, written by Valai Kannan. Students, first part of this chapter we have done in the previous content. Second part we will do in this content today. First I will give you a little introduction about the lesson. The lesson, Madam Rides the Bus, is about a brave 8-year-old who had a strong desire and along with it the courage to fulfill it. She liked gazing at the hustle and bustle of the street, and her favorite part was the sight of a bus arriving and departing. Thus, she developed a deep desire to travel by bus. For that, she needed all sorts of information about the bus journey, collect the bus fare, and then plan it so that she could be back at home before her mother woke up from her afternoon nap. Thus, the story brings us recounts of how innocently but responsibly she fulfilled her deepest desire and her experiences on the bus ride. How an incident makes her realize the reality of death. Now students, I am going to start with the second part of the explanation of this chapter. Listen it carefully. After replanning and recalculating, finally came the writing day. Bus was on its usual route to the main highway when they heard a shouting voice commanding them to stop the bus. On hearing the voice, the bus slowed down, and on seeing Valai, a small girl, the conductor asked her to tell the one supposed to travel to hurry up. When Valai told him that she was a passenger, he was shocked to see such a young girl and thus stopped the bus. It was hard for the conductor to believe that she was about to travel alone. Then she handed him her bus fare. The conductor offered her help to climb up the bus, but responsible and proud as she was, she made her intentions clear that she needed no help. When little Valai refused to take any help, the conductor sarcastically asked her not to be angry with him and that he is just trying to help. In a light tone, he addressed her, Madam, and escorted her to the seat while telling other passengers to make way for the madam since it was afternoon. Not many people traveled during this time, and thus everyone's eyes were at Valai. All of them adored her along with the conductor, while everyone was laughing. It made Valai shy, and thus she hurried to her seat. Again, in the sarcastic tone, the conductor seeks the approval of Madam before beginning the journey and then blows his whistle twice to signal the driver to start the bus. The bus was new, as was evident from the overhead silver bars that were shining. There was a clock just in front of Balai, and the seats were extremely comfortable. The outside was painted in glowing white with stripes of green along the sides. She quickly glanced at the insides of the bus and turned towards the window to have a view of the outside but could not have the complete view for she was too short and the window blinds were out obstructing her view. Thus, she decided to stand up to be able to look properly. The bus was on a very narrow road. On one side there was a canal, and beyond it trees, distant mountains, and a large blue sky could be seen, whereas on the other hand there was greenery all around. Well, I was enjoying a lot when suddenly someone asked her to sit down. While sitting down to see who told her so, she was an old man showing concern for her, still in no mood for anyone's help or advice. It made Balai annoyed. Balai was too proud to take anyone's help and thus told the old man that she was not a child. She said that she was just like everyone else traveling in the bus and could take care of herself. She had paid the full fare just like everyone else. The conductor made a remark that she is grown up, madam, because a child could never pay for his or her bus ticket. Balai annoyingly told the conductor not to call her madam and reminded him that she has not yet received the ticket. The conductor then responded by mimicking her tone, thereby making everyone laugh. Bala ended up laughing too. The conductor then handed her the ticket and asked her, just sit back and make yourself comfortable. Why should you stand when you have paid for the seat? To which Balai proudly replied that she had to do whatever she wanted to. They further tried on explaining her that they were genuinely concerned about her and she may hurt herself in as she continued to stand. She again made it clear that she was 8 years old and hence not a child. The conductor did not leave this chance to have a good laugh too. The bus stopped and more passengers boarded the bus, and in order to preserve her seat, she quickly sat down. When an old woman sat near her, the lady was staring at Valai before asking her if she was all alone. Valai developed a strong dislike for the lady whose earlobes had big holes. She did not like her earrings too, and looking at how she was chewing betel nut. She was the last person Balai would like to socialize with. Though annoyed by the elderly lady, Balai replied to her by saying that yes, she was traveling alone and that too with a ticket of her own. Evidently, the conductor spared no chance to tease Valai and have a good laugh. Now Valai laughed with him too, while the old lady continued to interrupt by asking abrupt questions out of concern. She was bothered about Valai's security and that if she could reach her destination safely all alone. Valai assured her that she can travel alone and started looking outside the window to avoid further conversation. So students, we have completed second part of this chapter. Third part we will continue in the next content. Before that, listen it carefully. Thank you. God bless you.